Welcome everybody to the Dub Nug Show, where you get your cannabis news, reviews, and commentary. I hope you're having a good Friday. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. We're only got one story today. It is about Vermont Cannabis Control Board halts sales on contaminated cannabis. So what are the contaminants? What happened? What's being done? How can this stuff be prevented? Before we get into that one, make sure you go over and look at my cannabis reviews. I just had Georgia Pie come out, and I have gummy buns coming up next week. So tune in for that one. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always in tune on when I release videos. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday is the schedule I'm trying to keep. I have a day job, so I can't always do it, but without further ado, let's get into the news. All right, Vermont Cannabis Control Board halts sales of contaminated products. The Cannabis Control Board has prevented further sales of cannabis products by the grower called Holland Cannabis. Board Chair James Pepper told TV Dagger Thursday evening after someone reported becoming sick after consuming it. The person who smoked the cannabis flower bought at the High Country in Derby reported a headache, stomachache, and some nausea, all symptoms of fungicide. And for people who don't know, fungicide is most of the time it's something that you're going to spray on your cannabis plant in order to stop like powdery mildews, molds, and just basically it means your product probably wasn't clean and you were doing things to stop the mold or the mildew or something from spreading. You're trying to stop it some way, because if you have a clean grow and you do it properly, you don't have to worry about those things. There are preventative things that you can do, but not spraying fungicides. Fungicides, when smoked or ingested, are really bad for you. So the Cannabis Board used its inventory tracking system to trace the cannabis to 5 stores. The cannabis was not registered to the Cannabis Control Board, and the board was trying to determine how it made its way onto store shelves. So basically what that means is it never went through testing, because they have a system where the growers need to send it to testing, and then after they get the test results, they publish they submit their test results, and then it can go to the store. So they sent it right to the store. They never sent it into testing. Obviously, probably why they knew that they were going to fail. And because the market is the way the market is, this is why we need to be careful. Because with the prices coming down, all of these growers are struggling to stay alive. So they can't afford a product to now be turned down for fungus or mildews. So they're going to spray it with bullshit. That's whatever's cheapest, send it to the market, and still collect their money. So in my personal opinion, these people the growers should be shut down. That's unacceptable, and that's not how we should play this game. The board oversees the destruction of all the cannabis from Holland Cannabis in the stores. Most likely would be destroyed all the cannabis left at the farm. So yeah, Holland Cannabis Group was the one that did it. And honestly, I would not be mad if you were completely shut down. Completely shut down, because this is unacceptable. And as far as the 5 dispensaries that accepted untested cannabis, you have to have a better due diligence. That is just on you as much as it is on the grower. So I don't know about being shut down, but you definitely should be fined heavily. That should go on your record saying these people sold weed that was not tested, and it led to people being sick. Because this is just going to put a stain on the record. We can't have this bullshit that does these things. So the stores the cannabis was sold at was Zen Barn Farms in Waterbury, the High Country Cannabis in Derby, the Green Man in St. Johnsbury, Lamali County Cannabis in Mooresville, and Capital Cannabis Company in Montpelier. None of the store owners came back for comment for these guys, so there's nothing. This is just something that we need to really do our due diligence to. Like, it's pretty terrifying if you're going to go into a dispensary thinking that everything's clean and tested, and they're skipping steps. So that's why I believe the penalty should be so harsh. You are basically wrecking the reputation for all dispensaries around you, if not everywhere, because somebody sees this story and goes, well, shit, they're selling cannabis that's not tested anymore, and they can just spray whatever they want on it. And they're going to be cutting corners because of the market right now, and it's going down. It's way harder on the dispensary owners and the growers. The consumers, we get a great deal. We get really decent weed for pretty cheap. But the problem is they're going to start trying to cut their costs any way they can, and they cannot lose a harvest. Those harvests cost so much they can't lose it. So instead of sending it in to be tested, or maybe it costs too much just to get tested, so they're saying screw it. Instead of spending the money on testing, just send it right to the stores. We'll make some labels. We'll slap it on something else. We don't even have to test it because we have things that are grandfathered in. So there's a bunch of loopholes in this system. I used to work in it. There's a ton of loopholes. That's just things that you guys have to be on the lookout for, and hopefully it doesn't happen anymore. That's why I highly recommend getting like a loop and learning what powdery mildew and botrytis and all these different things look like and smell like. That way you can identify and understand if this product is quality. And if it's not, take it back or don't smoke it. Whatever you do, don't ingest it, because molds, mildews, all those things getting into your lungs, you can get very, very sick. That is not something you want. So hopefully that wasn't too big of a Debbie Downer on your Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to be working on some more reviews. I got Wonder Brett. I got 3 strains from Wonder Brett that I'm doing. So those are coming up later in the week. I will see you guys next time. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share with your friends. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.